Okay, at this point, I'll turn the microphone on. Oh dear. I could have sworn I checked that. Never mind. Good job I had a look, otherwise I'd have been broadcasting this rest of the stream without any audio. So, I've already made a start, but good evening everybody. I'm Zaraganat. Welcome to my studio. And as tonight is the 10th of November, tomorrow is the 11th, and at the 11th hour is of course Remembrance Sunday here for England and a number of other countries. And I wanted to do a special piece to commemorate them and to remember those people who of course died in the various wars. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do at the top of this plaque will be a poppy, and then the classic the stanza that everybody remembers from the I remember. Yeah, I am just trying to remember the name of the poem. Of the fallen. I can't remember the first word of the fallen, but the classic stanza: "They shall not grow old, as we that are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun, and in the morning, we will remember them." I want to put that below the poppy. So I've already sketched out on here. I used the trace down actually because I don't want to draw on here directly. I want to be able to put down a single line because I have to erase it before I put pyrography over it, and the more pencil that's on there, more pencil lines, it's harder to erase. So it's been traced down onto here, and then I've also got on here some tram lines, I call them, into which I'll put the text. It'll be done freehand, which could be a challenge, but we'll put that on as a remembrance piece, special remembrance piece for the 11th of November. So I shall carry on. I've already outlined the poppy with a light pyrography. You might just be able to see a little bit of it there. I did that to allow me to erase the line that's around the outside, and now I can apply pyrography. This is slightly small because I've gone inside the line. Now I'll go up to the line and carry on from there. So oh, the glare. So first thing to do is fill it in with a single colour, and then we will apply shading as we go forward. Now I'm doing this radially. I'm moving from the base of the petal out towards the tip. I could do it the other way, but I'm going in line with the petal. That way any sorts of tool marks or any sorts of marks will look as though they are part of the petal because they're going in the direction that they would be. So like leaf veins, for example, or things like that. You'd expect to see them going in this direction, so by keeping this direction, if that does occur, or any sorts of markings, then striations or whatever, they look like they're in the right direction. Like that, slight brown mark, which is fine. Poppy petals have sort of light and dark areas. Yeah, then. Let's try and do what will be a fairly classic the dark black centre to the poppy. Now we will be making that darker, we're just not going to do it just yet. So we're kind of giving ourselves guidelines. To work from. Ah. Yeah, well, you did sneak in rather there. I was just concentrating on what I was doing. You're not getting notifications. Sorry, I guess on Twitch, make sure you've got notifications turned on for my particular channel. I believe it's an option that you can turn them on or off, even though it might appear as a full load channel. It doesn't always have to notify you if you don't want. Not tonight for the card now. It's a Remembrance feast. Tomorrow is Remembrance Day, the 11th of the 11th. And I just wanted to do something to commemorate that, to remember those that went before, that died in the wars. So I'm doing a popper here. And I'll be putting on the words to the classic poem as well. You have that on for you. Don't know then, I'm afraid. It's something you perhaps will have to ask Twitch about. That's just going to come just under there, lighten that under there, like that, and come down under here. So I'm just working really lightly at the moment just to establish shapes and patterns. You watching Veg? Yeah, I can understand. It would be somewhat. And then we've got fairly dark there. So much cringe, yeah. Was this something live then, or like a recorded YouTube video? Okay. No, I asked if that was something that you were watching instead of a live broadcast, or whether it was something you were watching on YouTube. A YouTube compilation. Oh, it's one of those, yeah. Like the best of type YouTube things. Starting to get some of the main shapes in now.
Shutting us out, like you never act like this before. Turning around, I don't wanna lose you anymore. Falling down, no one's gonna save you from your storms. Let it go, you lose this battle. You can't stop me now.
Yeah, quite awkward shading, something like this, because this is, Poppy is basically all red. So the only real major variations in colour is caused by the light actually shining through the petals. That's
open your eyes, step by step you walking through the door. Turn on the light, you're all out of moves on the dance floor. Just give up, you know it's time for you to go. 'Cause you lost this battle, can't stop me now. Can't stop me. You can't stop me now.
oh, it's your. Oh, okay.
Can't stop me. You can't stop me.
Right, next bit. Certainly not the easiest of flowers to do. Hmm. You keep having to study it to get the right mix of colours, so that you can see the things that go over and the things that go under, and make sure you put the shadows in. Where there are them, in order that you actually get to see the edge of the leaves. It's not looking fantastically good at the moment, but hopefully we can improve that. Okay, so sorry folks, I'm kind of really concentrating on this. I don't want to make a mess of it, and it's normally I'm quite chatty and say a lot, even if normally I speak a lot, even if I'm not saying a great deal. And tonight I'm just really focused on this. So if you're in the stream, welcome. Thank you for dropping in. If you're not in the stream, well, hopefully you'll arrive at some point. Of course, that's totally nonsensical, but that's kind of what you come to expect around here. Right. Okay. Well, I suppose that can be distracting. I kind of never experienced that myself, so one reason for which would be I don't play League. Right, we will be coming back to revisit those all that colouring and things, but for the minute we just yeah. Begin to think this would have been easier to do the stylized poppy, but I don't usually go for things that are easy. Yeah, then. Ow. Oh, there must be something about that. Some sort of cosmic look or something. Right, let's see if I can make this centre black. Oh dear. I can see. Yeah. Mind you, given that she was on your friends list, it's probably a good. It was probably a good bet that that's exactly who she'd be. What was that? Crafts. Crafty Sis in MD. Thank you very much for the bits. That's absolutely fantastic of you. Thank you very much. I'm busy looking over there because that's where I heard the sound from, of course, which is my computer. And then I'm thinking, I missed the message and it's in front of me. Thank you very much. Again, thank you. And then I was trying to work out, because I was then looking on a different panel, which when I see your name in chat, Crafty Sis in MD, it's nice and easy to see that way. But the other screen that I was looking at, it's all in lowercase and it wasn't as easy. So, but thank you. I'm trying to do a nice poppy, but I'll admit this is the first time I've ever applied pyrography to a poppy. Done a poppy in pyrography, so it's interesting. Now I need to get fairly sharp lines. Because of course we've got the stamen, whatever the things are in the centre of the poppy. It's not my first one, super speedy, Wolfie, but any donation is very gratefully received. Although you are right, Wolfie, in that Crafty there is the first person to use bits for donations, but the channel has received them before, and all donations are very gratefully received. They go towards helping to produce art and crafts. Now these want to be darker, but I think what I'm going to do just here to start with is just first of all just establish roughly where they are. The ends are also thicker. I'm kind of trying to put detail in, perhaps when I'm over exaggerating the amount of detail I should be putting in, but I like detail. I'd like it to be quite realistic if I can manage it. Now then, as we come down here, they go over the top. Kind of like that. And we'll come back and darken these in a moment. Perhaps we should have used a slightly thicker pen maybe, but we can adjust that a little bit. And we need to make sure we go dark along there. Until we come up this side with some more of those stamen there. I think this stamen is what they're called. And then once we've done this, we can then go back and readjust the shading on the leaves. Okay, now this area is black, of course, so what I'll do is darken the whole area. I won't be making it black here. I'll be making it quite dark, but I won't be making it black, just because I'll lose contrast with things like the top of the poppy head there. That might actually be black enough. So now I need to match that around the wrist. Thank you for asking, Crafty SysMD. I'm not sure whether he'd be insulted or pleased at that. It's a cat. It's Junior, and yes, he was coughing quite a lot. I think a while ago. He seems to have settled down a bit now. He still does have sort of a cough, but he's able to breathe a lot better than he say. Well, his breathing was okay. He just kept coughing, and his coughing has settled down again now. So at some point we possibly will have him checked out again at the vets. The vets has had a look at him, but he needs to go under anaesthetic to look any further. So we're just seeing how it is, because he's not an elderly cat, but he's an old cat, and as cats get older, it's less of a good idea for them to have anaesthetic. But thank you for asking. He's somewhere around the room in here, because I can hear him. It's probably at the other side of the desk. Oh dear. Oh, when they can see them as well and misinterpret, that's do dogs just sound like that when they're coughing? I think he's tucked himself around the side there. Where we are in this room, there's underfloor heating, but the heating pipes for the other rooms in this section of the house, he says, think it's a bit warm in here, all go. They come from a door. I'm pointing. They come from a door just over there. If I point better. And the pipes sort of come along the floor and then take a bend along the wall before they go down a passageway. And there's about 10 pipes in a group. Whichever room needs heat, that set of pipes, there's sort of individual pipes within the cluster. Each individual pipes warm up, so it's actually the warmest part of the floor. And Junior he has a tendency to want to lay just over where that cluster of pipes is, and that's what he's there. I just heard him scratching a moment ago. The way you said when you had yours, it is rather sounds like unfortunately you no longer have. And if that's the case, I'm sorry to hear that, but hopefully. Yeah, unfortunately this week seems to be a little bit dangerous for pussycats. A couple of other of the viewers eat more chips, and I forgot who it was that was in last night. He says I can look back. No, I can't. Oh, my brain's gone. But both of those unfortunately lost their pussycats this week. Yeah, then I've got that line there, so let's just emphasise that line a little bit. Just the edge of that petal. Okay, that looks better. Now then, let's colour some of these up a little bit more. It looks a bit more like a carnation than a poppy at the moment for some reason. I know what it is. It's the fluffy edges. Okay. So we've got just darken off the centre. The poppy, of course, has a black base to a lot of its petals. God, I can't even speak properly tonight. Never mind broadcast properly. Started off the broadcast by forgetting to turn the microphone on, which didn't help. Luckily I noticed it, but it wouldn't be the first time I've done most of a broadcast without actually using the microphone. Now then. Oh dear. Yes, you missed that part, Wolfie. You weren't in at that point. I was I noticed it myself this time. I was looking over there and I thought, because I've got the OBS window over there, and I thought, I'm not seeing that green bar dancing up and down, which is the microphone input, and I looked over here and went, that's why I'm not seeing it, because the microphone was muted. And I could have sworn I'd looked, but like everything else, I'd looked but not seen. I've done it before though. It wouldn't be it's not the first time, and it won't be the last. So Wolfie, has anybody detected that you've taken over the world yet? See, what you might not know, Crafty System MD, is that Wolfie there, Super Speedy, was bent on world domination and has actually succeeded, but nobody else knows yet. So I keep telling people that he's taken over the world, but I'm not sure they believe yet.
In your eyes, it's like a glitter ball. The feel of your skin is like a liquid gold. Don't you know that you're a miracle? And I will love you come rain or shine, through hurricanes or fields of fire. I will be with you till the end of time, until the end of time.
You're not saying anything, Wolfie. Let's see if I can get a sharp edge on this. And then we'll just remove that real highlight that's there. It's a bit too bright, is that highlight?
Smile on your face has got me mesmerized. The touch of your hand, you got me paralyzed. You are perfect in every way.
And
Something of a masterpiece. You're all that I dream of when I fall asleep. You show me the way that I believe.
okay, so now then, that's a little bit odd. That let's go a bit further in there like that. Go and down. Make sure the top of it doesn't look too smooth. And I'm going to be best at this point to see if I can get a line of some kind just across there without actually emphasizing it too much. Didn't succeed, but it's close. And we'll do, especially if I just fade it a little bit from that edge. Oh, close enough. Close enough. Right, so let's darken this leaf down. It's too light to be seen normally. And there's kind of veins running up through the petals, so what we're going to be doing is putting some of those in as well. Really just sort of dark areas like that. Or darker areas, not really dark. How do you know I don't want them to stop you, Wolfie? I mean, I'm a free man. Maybe I don't want somebody ruling the world above me. Okay, that's that petal there is underneath, so I want that to be darker. And we'll start some lettering shortly. We'll actually put the stanza of the poem in. Now that's going to be quite nerve-wracking because I've got to spell it right. Not only have I got to spell it right, but I'm going to do it freehand. Which means I've got to space everything out reasonably correctly as I do it. So that there's a high risk of messing it up at that point. I'll come back to that petal in a minute. What I try and get is actually that's that is the edge of a petal. Alright Wolfie, have a good night. Thank you for dropping in. Sharpen up the edges a little bit on some of these petals because otherwise they look a bit like carnations. This carnation has kind of a woolly sort of edge, sort of a jagged edge to it. Then I think I'll do the lettering. And then perhaps come back to some of this colouring. That's not bad. That's not bad. Not bad at all. Right. Turn the heat down. That's how much confidence I've got. I'm turning the heat down. And I've got the stanza written out because I don't trust my memory. Clean the board, get rid of how neat can I do writing? So, they shall not grow old, which would be they shall not grow old. That's okay, because that's fine. Right, I've got heat. Right, so we'll start about here, I think. And I need a little bit more heat.
Through the ocean breeze, through the falling leaves, a fly, a fly. When the earth and clay meets the break of day, a fly.
No second chances. I cannot erase this lettering at all. I have to be letter perfect first time. Whew. I noticed I'm sticking my tongue out. Don't know what it is that makes me want to do that. Whenever I'm intensely concentrating on something like this, I end up sticking my tongue out. I need practice. In fact, let's turn that down even more. Hey. Where's the top is there? I'll go over this again in a moment to make it blacker. Whew, it plays with your eyes, messes with your eyes doing that. So, as we that are left grow old. Okay, so about here. My lettering is not that consistent. When I was a young lad, one of the things I trained in was technical drawing, or draftsmanship, and whatever you want to call it these days. And that involved doing this, not necessarily this stanza, but this lettering, line after line after line after line, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them, to get perfect lettering. My skills are well rusty, but I'm not doing too bad. I'm kind of surprised. I'm doing this virtually freehand. I say virtually because I've got some thin guidelines, but otherwise I am doing this completely freehand. And after sort of 2 hours, almost, well, an hour and a half of work in doing the poppy, I'm kind of nervous. Hopefully my head isn't getting in the way, but I do need to sort of get a bit closer. Whew. So excuse me if I'm not reading chat or being very chatty. What I don't want to end up doing is saying something and writing what I'm saying at the same time. Because I don't know if you've ever done that. You've been busy writing something and somebody's talking to you, you say something and you start actually writing down what it is you're saying. That would be disastrous. Right. Age shall not weary them. In fact, I've got to start in the same place. I have to start in the same place. Otherwise it's going to look odd. So we start from there. Yeah. Weary them. No, the years condemn. S is a bit small, but not bad. And then condemn. D-E-M-N, just in case I don't know how to spell it, yeah. Anybody watching, please excuse me for being somewhat quiet. I am concentrating really rather hard on this lettering to make it smooth and the right size, and I'm not doing too bad. But the other thing is I am trying my best not to misspell anything or put the wrong word there, because if I do, I have wasted quite a bit of effort. Yes, it is now. I'm second guessing myself now. Full stop. At the going down of the sun and in the morning. Let me just lower this desk a little bit. Here we go. I'm going to get this A in line again. Going down. Now the last line of this is going to be the most awkward in a minute. So I've got "and in the morning," and then the next bit is double height. Sounds like somebody's letting off fireworks outside. So if you hear any bangs which are not part of the music, that's what it'll be. One of the things you have to guard against when you're lettering like this is that you usually find your lettering gets smaller towards the end of the line. So as you progress along, your lettering starts getting smaller. You have to be really careful about that. Now that's not just pyrography, that's common to anybody doing lettering like this. Even if you're doing it with an ink pen or a pencil, the same thing happens. Now then, this is we will remember them, yeah. Right, wish me luck. I'm sure there's nobody watching, but wish me luck if you are. So Now I've got my face quite close to this and I'm getting quite a bit of ow. Quite a bit of the vapour in my face. Let's just move that fan a little bit. Oh, have you ever looked at a letter and thought, am I doing this right? I'm just looking at the B here and thinking, should this be on the other side? That's a little high. Stretch it slightly like that. Final word. I'm now going to go back over some of this lettering and darken it.
Taken to the road because it's all I know. Me, myself, and I, there's only room to grow. And I know, and I know, and I know what's
They shall not grow old, as we that are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun, and in the morning, we will remember them.
And I know, and I know, and I know what's
Right, let's just make the letters dark.
Watch them as they all fall. Replace the queen you crowned for all. Watch them as they all fall. Replace your queen, the one you crowned for all.
Now, going back over letters you've already done is not as nerve-wracking, but still requires concentration. You don't want to slip and spoil what lettering you've just done. Fingers getting hot. Also happens to be the finger that I burnt on some cheese this evening. That dripped off a pizza. So it was hot melted cheese. And this last bit of lettering now to go over again. Almost there. And there we go. Boy, is that taking some concentration to do. So I guess the last thing that I need to do with this is to find my eraser, which seems to have gone walkabout. There it is. And then we erase the guidelines that were here. Okay. And the brush. I actually put that in the wrong place, didn't I? Oh well, that should have been there. Never mind. Erasing on wood sure makes you go through eraser tips really quickly. I'm glad my cup of tea isn't full, even though it's cold, because it would be spilling over now. There we go. Right. I wanted to finish this tonight, and I have. So what we've got, of course, tomorrow is Armistice Day. It's the 11th of the 11th, and we have Remembrance celebrations to remember those that died in the various wars. So we have the symbol there of the poppy and the stanza from the famous poem for the fallen. Although I've read it a couple of times, I'm just going to read it now and then we'll wrap up the stream. They shall not grow old as we that are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun and in the morning, we will remember them. And that's quite solemn, but it's important, I think. And I wanted to finish this tonight, and I have done, and that's going to be it. It's an unusually long stream tonight, but we've got that finished. So what I'm going to do at this point is, I'm going to leave that on screen. I'm going to point out my usual advert, which is the blue box at the bottom right hand side, the zaragonart.com, which is my own website. Explains a little bit about some of the arts and crafts, and it's a work in progress, and some of the pieces that have been done. Then you've got the social media sites there, Facebook and of course Twitter. Twitter's a good one. If you want to follow me there, you get notification of when I go live and if I can't go live, and other things about what I'm thinking about to stream or etc. to relate it to the art forms. And the remaining one there is of course zaragonart.etsy.com, which is a shop. One of the things we do on stream is chainmail like this. If you'd like your very own chainmail, take a look at the shop. It's for sale there. I think it makes great Christmas presents, but I'm selling them of course, but I do, and they come in all 16 different colours now I think. And if you talk about different metals like bright aluminium, stainless steel, titanium and niobium, then there's quite a lot of range there. Last two things to mention. Actually, even Swarovski crystal, which is what that picture is, or was there, or is there. It's a beautiful necklace, really sparkles. And what I was going to say at this point is the top right of the screen, of course, just above the video here, is two buttons. There's the follow button if you'd like to be followers, have me on your followed list on your landing page and get notification from when I'm live, etc. And also the subscription button if you'd like to subscribe. That would be absolutely fantastic. Subscriptions go towards material for the stream and streaming things like cameras and stuff. And with that, I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. Crafty Sissin MD, thank you very much for that. And also again, thank you very much for your bits this evening. That was very wonderful of you, thank you. I should hopefully be streaming again tomorrow night. I'll start somewhere between 7 PM and 8 PM UK time, and that's in GMT at the moment. We'll carry on with the Hearthstone card tomorrow, which is just out of reach over there, but we'll carry on with doing that one. Not sure we'll finish it, in fact I'm fairly sure we won't finish it tomorrow night, but we may finish it this weekend. And with that, I look forward to seeing you on the next stream. Bye for now.